Hi there, welcome here. I'm doing the celebrity things today. We'll do 4. We'll do some Jennifer Aniston again. Look at her. David Schwimmer. The French football player, soccer player, Micheal Olise. Number 3, Christopher Nolen and his movie, The Odyssey. And number 4, cute, Olivia Rodrigo and Jude Bellingham. What would happen if they ever met? Would it be fireworks? Okay, I'm gonna shift that up to the lovely hairband that it is. So, all right, I'm gonna start off using this deck just for fun. It's shiny. It's still Rider weight, but it's pretty. It's got nice color. All right, so Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer from Friends. They both had separate careers, very good careers after Friends. I think she made more movies. He was in some movies, and then he's into directing, and he got married to somebody and had a kid, and he's living in New York and involved with various things like Jewish history, that kind of thing. I just kind of skimmed a little bit about him. I just think they're friends. I think they just have a nice friendship, and they've both been through things. I don't know that they would ever be a love match. I think she really got her heart broke with that first marriage. I can't think of Brad Pitt. So, she's just sort of emotionally. They both didn't do such great things afterwards. His relationship with Angelina Jolie, I mean, it's not working out so well. Are they finally divorced? Long divorce there, and then the kids. That got kind of messy. But for her, it was just, I don't know. I think she was just so publicly humiliated from that situation. She's been sort of spiraling. But we can ask and look at it and see what is this relationship? I gotta put on other glasses. What can we know about the friendship, or Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer? Would there ever be anything more than friendship on the table? I just don't think so, but I mean, well, look, for tarot, for entertainment only, getting it early because it's gonna get hot and our air quality is poor. Oof. David Schwimmer and Jennifer Aniston. What can we know about them? All right, there. David Schwimmer, Jennifer Aniston. What can we know? I don't know why they wouldn't be involved. Sometimes it's just friendship. Okay, Jennifer Aniston, David Schwimmer. What can we know about them? Would they ever be together? Oh, God. Well, that's not a love card. This is death. They both had gone through huge changes that they've had to change. They're not even the same people they were when they worked on that set of Friends there. And we all grow. We all evolve. And I don't think there's anything untoward there. This isn't physical death. It's just so much has changed. They're not that goofy 20-year-old anymore. All right. Ace of Cups. Emotional new starts. This can be a love card too. So, I mean, they do really care for one another. And I think they're in touch. All right, going ahead here. Pretty Queen of Wands. I don't know if that's her. I don't remember who this relates to in the zodiac. Yeah. I mean, potentially, but I don't think they want to get involved like that. And this Queen of Wands is just saying that it's stable. They're security. That's the Queen of Pentacles too, though. Yeah. All right. Looking at the bottom. All right. Oh, you get a king here. He's a king in his own right. The King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. No, I'm not saying it would never happen, but I think she's definitely involved with that other person that I can't remember their name, and I think that's in a very stable place, committed relationship. Let's look inside. Oh, okay, interesting. Knight of Pentacles. That's your slow-moving knight. So it just never took off. That little crush they had. It was a fleeting thing. And here's our Queen of Pentacles. They're happy enough the way they are, and they are. That's my take on this Ace of Cups. They have plenty of respect and love for one another, and wish each other the best. So that's where I'm gonna leave that one. Okay, all right. Now we'll take a look at the French soccer player, Micheal Olise. Hope I say his name properly. Yeah, he's super private. He's a Sagittarius. They like adventure. My mom was Sagittarius. This is a picture of my mom when she was young. I know, wasn't she? Wasn't she something? That was in the 50s. Anyway. Yeah. He's just 24. So, future wife. I have no idea. Neither does he. These guys, they're all football. They're all soccer. You know, they're into that sport right now. I know his dad helped manage him for a minute there. I think he's super family oriented. Allegedly was with like a Kiera Keating. Maybe we'll just look at that, because I don't get any vibes about a future wife. You know, he's not ready. What? Yeah, don't do that yet. But very private too. So, all right, this is my regular Rider-Waite deck. All right, Micheal Olise and this Kiera Keating. What can we know about this relationship? Yeah, he plays for France. They did well. Came to the end of their run the other day, but so it goes. He'll be back to play more. He'll probably win a World Cup one day. I guess he's a really talented player. All right, Micheal Olise and Kiera Keating. Are you together? What can we know? What can we know? What can we know? All right, Micheal Olise and Kiera Keating. Okay, let's give it a cut. Ah, sticky though. The humidity. Micheal Olise, Kiera Keating. Are you together? How can you tell us? I know you're private, but this is allegedly for entertainment only. Inquiring minds. Micheal Olise and Kiera Keating. And this is about 9 minutes. And okay. Well, they're looking over things. He's always looking at the pile, the work. Have I done enough? What is there? What is there? Yeah, that's the 7 of coins, 7 of pentacles. Yeah, it's just, you know, having fun, looking at it. He's reflective, I would say. But let's look on. Let's look on. Emperor. Stability. So whatever they have is stable. The Emperor is a nice card. That's his dad, too, coming into this. He's family oriented, but I think he would... Well, dad isn't going to control things, no, but whatever he chooses, I think, is going to need to fit into his family. He's extremely, Micheal, is very family oriented. I think he's got a younger brother that he's trying to help along with his career playing too. They're in the future, the Hangman. Yeah, it's kind of stuck. It doesn't go anywhere. That is not a love card. But these are two big cards together. Not saying it wouldn't come later on. Let's look at the bottom. He will eventually find his happiness. 10 of Pentacles. I doubt that it's with this person that he's seeing right now. He evaluates it. He's looking it over. But he will have... Look at that. Isn't that the prettiest card? The family dynasty. All right, let's look inside. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Here's the Hierophant. Man, he got some big cards there. He's got that one. It's big. That's one of the major ones. It's number 5. Eventually blessing the supplicants. The union is blessed. Down the road, it could be this is something who he's seeing. I was saying I doubt it right now. I didn't take another card. I kind of wanted to, but I didn't. We'll have to look at it again because we got this at the bottom and we have this inside. So it's not nothing that they've got going on, those two. It's just not moving real fast, and he isn't sure, and we got to leave it there. So I don't know. I think he's so involved with his own career. Most of these people are. They're just, which is natural. If you have talent, you would be. And this is your time to strike is now. Okay, let's take a look at the Christopher Nolen, director. He directed Oppenheimer. Excellent movie. Is this movie going to be successful? The Odyssey? I would say yeah. I know I want to see it. And I think he's really very careful about the movies he makes. You've got to be. Like, somewhere years ago I read this. Whether it's true or not, you take that for what it is. If you ever make a movie that really didn't do well, you just don't ever do it again because the loss is pretty big. So I think people will be interested in this in so many ways. It's such a timeless story, the Odyssey from Greek mythology. 1,000 years ago, I was an English major. I read that somewhere along the line. So this will bring interest. He's got Zendaya in it and Matt Damon, some heavy hitters. I think it's going to be really good. So let's take a look. I'll just pull it over here. All right, so we're talking about Christopher Nolen. Yeah, I rang it out. Cleared it out. And his movie, The Oppenheimer. What can we know about the success of this movie? My opinion, my intuition, that's a nice success card. The Empress. The new ideas he gets. Yeah, I think he's pretty careful. Oppenheimer was a good success, so that doesn't always happen. There's our yes card. Ace of Wands and new ideas. All right, Christopher Nolen and the Odyssey. What can we know? How is it going to go? How is this movie going to be received? I think it will be popular. Okay, let's cut it up. And the movie The Odyssey, Christopher Nolen, the director. How is this movie going to be received? What can we know about it? It's coming out soon, The Odyssey. Is it going to be a success? I'm saying yes, it will. And we're at 14, 28, 30. Okay. Here we get the Emperor again. That's a nice card. This is very logical person. Wow. Stability. Going forward with the ideas and executing them. You get all your ducks in a row. So that's what he had to do, of course. Well, along the line, there's some disappointments. Maybe there's going to be some critics that are going to be like, this is just not, no. But people will like it, I think so. So we can't always listen to what the critics have to say. And the other, because we asked, what is going to be the success of this? I don't know, maybe he's a perfectionist kind of person too, so we haven't seen it come out yet. So let's look into the outcome. Don't like that. The devil. Okay, I gotta take another card. Something's bedeviling this project then. I don't know what. It was mentioned in a comment. Like, let's take another card. Yeah, but we have the moon that comes after it. 3 huge cards. Oh gosh. This is some sort of secrets coming out, but it's also like divine energy. The moon is associated with good things. Yeah. I'm sticking with what I said in the beginning, that I think it will be a success. I don't know what bedevils it. If there's somebody that doesn't like him, that's working against him a little. I really didn't look into that. I don't know. But this is speaking to that, along with some disappointment. But this is still good. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Well, they've had some decisions they've had to make. Of course. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? She can take off her blinders and see. But next to it, you have the 4 of rods. This is good. So that kind of colors it too. Like, it's going to be all right. Let's look at the hidden energy inside. Yeah, there we go. The Wheel of Fortune. It's his time. The good things will come out. Whatever I think the bedevilment was. You know, you have people, you can have backers, you can have this, that, the other thing. People that go against it. I think it will be overcome. And this situation here, it's going to be okay down the line. So I'm going to stay with it there. I know I'm excited to see it. And there can be things going on behind the scenes that we don't know. I don't fully understand what that devil means. Sometimes it's not the biggest thing you'd ever think of. It just has such a scary look to it. It's like, oh dear. All right, the last one. What would happen if Olivia Rodrigo and Jude Bellingham met? Would they be a thing? I'm gonna say no. It reminded me of when, this is old now, you'd have to look it up. If you don't know, you don't know, but Brooke Shields was a big actress, model in the 80s, in the 90s, early aughts. She did a few things, not as much, you know. She was a child actress too, a very determined mother to get her out there. Anyway, she married Andre Agassi, tennis player, who's really was an amazing player. It lasted about 2 years, and they politely parted ways. They didn't stay together. They just didn't stay together. They didn't have anything bad to say about each other, but Brooke has gone on to be like an amazing mom, and you should look her up. Very interesting, like some of the roles she had, the Blue Lagoon. I don't know who'd want their kid to star in that, but it was pretty interesting in the 80s. And she's very happily doing what she does. And he, of course, married, I believe, now I'd have to look this up, I think it's Steffi Graf, who is a tennis player. Yeah, because that, you know, their passions were so different. Their interests were so different. Their upbringing, their background. So you can have a spark with somebody for a while until you don't. Yeah, isn't that profound? But that explains, well, kind of, they were very nice about it when they parted. They didn't have kids, and I don't know who she got together with. Seems to me it works out better if that famous person has sort of like a normie, you know, someone that's like a boring lawyer or a doctor or I don't know, just not in the industry. It's so hard to say, but we'll ask. All right. Oh, you know what? Because I'm a little biased, I'll use my little snarky deck. We'll use the Pulp Tarot for this. This is just is for entertainment only, of course. Olivia Rodrigo and Jude Bellingham. What would happen if they met? You know, I think she'd be very blunt. Maybe they'd get along for a while, but I don't think he would care for it. And he's successful and famous in his arena, and she's very successful and famous in her arena. Sometimes it's hard to bring those together, you know. Sometimes it works. Hey, I'm not saying it's impossible. I just think they have such different energy. All right, what would happen if Olivia Rodrigo and Jude Bellingham met? How would that be for entertainment? Olivia Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham. What would that be like? Olivia Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham. If they ever met. Four of Swords. They'd be bored with each other. No, this is rest also, but look at her. I am not impressed with you and your skills. He might be impressed with her. I don't know that she would be. Five of Wands. No. I think they would be very different in their approach, maybe in their politics. I think she's a deep thinker. Not saying he doesn't think deeply, but she likes a little bit of philosophy, a little bit of poetry, a lot of poetry, art, literature. And he's an amazing soccer player. Like, they have their own thing, right? Okay, let's look on. Page of Cups. Well, that's cute. They would be flirty. They would be youthful. It would be, they might message each other a little. It might be like that. But, yeah. They'd be on the world stage. Everybody would be watching and wondering, supposing, just like I am right now. Okay, let's look. That's a big card, though, because they are both worldly well-known inside. Okay? No. It's not a love card. Nine of Wands, battle weary. They'd wear each other out with, I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to collaborate here and run around to London and New York and see you bye, and I'm going to go strategize my soccer. That's my opinion, anyway. I could be wrong. I can be right. I don't know. If they ever did meet, I think the Four of Swords kind of summed it up. I don't think they'd be very impressed. All right. I will get some timestamps in this for sure. And I hope your day is good. I hope you won't be too warm. Like we're going to get here is too warm. Ask your questions. If I forgot something, just ask again, you know. Takes me a minute. I like to have at least 3 to do for celebrities because it just seems to work best. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it there and I'll say bye for now.